Hey, sixth graders, I know you guys are so done with rocks and the rock cycle and what happens in rocks and why rocks change and move. So, we're going to be now moving on to a brand new unit that's going to be fun and exciting, and I know you guys are going to absolutely just love. So, we're going to move on to cells and what cells are and the differences in cells and where we find cells, etc. So, for the first part, we are going to be learning what cells are. So our teaks that we're going to be covering are understanding that all living things are composed of one or more cells. And then the second thing is we're going to recognize the presence of a nucleus to determine whether our cell is eukaryotic or prokaryotic. So our objective is, of course, understanding that all living things are composed of cells. So we know even our simplest bacteria to our higher order organisms like human beings, we are all composed of cells, but we are composed of different kinds of cells. So the key points that we're going to be going over are, of course, I'm going to stamp this again because this is the most important part of the lesson, is that all living things are made up of cells. And yes, bacteria is a living thing. Single cell organisms and multi-celled organisms are considered living things. We know that prokaryotic cells have no nucleus and eukaryotic cells have a nucleus. So for this week, we will be covering and deep diving into cells, prokaryotic cells, and eukaryotic cells. And we're also going to be understanding which one of these eukaryotic cells is an animal cell and which one is a plant cell. And then the following week, we are going to have a fun and interesting lab. Woo! I know how much you guys love your labs. So please make sure that you are following along. After this video, you will be watching a brain pop video that's going to explain to you everything that there is about cells. You will also be having short quiz and then your exit ticket. And then I can't wait to see you in part 2 of our lesson, which will also be posted on Monday. Can't wait to see all of those fun and exciting grades you guys are going to show me. Bye, sixth grade.